Question number 12. Who's controlling me? Answer. The three energies of Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas are controlling the whole universe. Every person and every place is controlled by these three energies. Sattva is pure, luminous, and free from sorrow. It binds us to happiness. Rajas is passion, breeding selfish desire and attachment. These bind the self to compulsive action. Tamas, born of ignorance, deludes all creatures through lethargy, delusion, and sleep. Sattvic people are cheerful and content. They have a can-do attitude. If you give them a task that is not their job, they will not complain and say, "This is not my job," or ask, "What's in it for me?" Their attitude is of selfless service. They are focused and diligent. They would be loved by the people who work with them. They adapt to change easily. They do not get insecure. They will smile no matter how tough the situation is. They would remain calm in the most testing times. When they're around, the atmosphere is cheerful and energetic. People are at ease when these people are around. Rajasic people are self-centered and have hyper energy. They have a lot of energy, but it is often directionless. Though they will often work with others, their focus is on themselves. They look for their own benefit. This type of person is aggressive and achievement oriented. Often they will be running, but would not know the direction they should be running towards. They have hyper energy and waste their energy on unnecessary pursuits. Their hunger is limitless. As soon as they get rewarded, they want more. Any amount of money or status is not enough for them. They always focus on the end result of their action. They will often forget how to enjoy the journey to the goal. They would keep waiting for the happiness they will get when they reach the end of the journey. It is extremely difficult to satisfy Rajasic people. When they are around, atmosphere is of nervous and restless energy. When they are around, people are not at ease. Tamasic people are lazy and unenergetic. When they are around, everything moves in slow motion. They are slow and do not understand the importance of time or importance of finishing a task quickly. They get confused and distracted very easily. They will often ask for guidance, as they are generally confused most of the time. As soon as you guide them, they will leave your presence smiling with a happy note saying, "You've given me a new path." But soon you will see them going in different direction. Not intentionally, but unintentionally. They get attracted very easily, quickly to many different ideas or directions, and soon get confused which idea or direction to pursue. When they are around, atmosphere is unenergetic, slow, and sad. When they leave your presence, you will feel drained. Their presence, instead of augmenting your energy, will have a negative effect of draining your energy. These three energies are not only present in people, they are also present in different times of the day. In the morning time, people are peaceful and serene, as sattva is prevalent. Most spiritual practices, such as meditation or prayer, are recommended in early hours of the morning from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. As the day progresses, Rajas energy starts surfacing. People start getting into action and into their daily chores. A lot of creation happens in this energy of action. As the night falls, tamas energy starts predominating. People start feeling tired and lazy. They also indulge in all kinds of mischiefs in the night time. These three energies are also present in nations or cities. Island nations like Fiji or Maldives will have sattva energy. People are relaxed in such places. Towns that are in the lap of nature, such as mountains, sea, or lake, will generally have sattva energy. These nations or places attract tourists as there is a relaxed atmosphere in these places. Nations like America or China, where a lot of creation is happening, are in the energy of action or Rajas energy. As soon as the plane lands in New York or Mumbai, your energy will change. You will start feeling a burst of energy in you. You will start walking quickly. Your senses will get heightened. And you will start rushing as all other people around you would be rushing. Nations that are at war are in tamas energy, or places like Las Vegas that are known for attracting tourists for all kinds of mischief, like prostitution and gambling, are in tamas energy. Few hundred years ago, humans could not see the billions of galaxies that are in the universe. Now, through Hubble telescope, humans of today can see into the deep space. Today's scientists have agreed that consciousness might exist in other galaxies also. The old texts of India describe planets which are far more advanced than human consciousness. They are called Swarglok or heavenly planets. It also describes planets which are far behind human consciousness. They are called Narglok or hell like planets. Also, these scriptures talk of innumerable planets which are earth like consciousness or called Bhulok. But beyond these three is another world which is supreme and imperishable. These three energies make up the divine illusion, but it's difficult to overcome. But they cross over this illusion who is devoted to the Lord. Those who live in sattva energy go upward towards the heavenly planets. Those in the rajas energy remain where they are on earth like planets. Those in tamas energy sink downwards through their own inertia towards hell like planets. It is the three energies of sattva, rajas, and tamas that bind the soul to the body. Sattva binds us to happiness, rajas binds us to action, tamas distorts understanding, binds us to delusion. When sattva predominates, the light of wisdom shines through every big gate of the body. When rajas predominates, person runs about pursuing selfish and greedy ends, driven by restlessness and desire. When tamas is dominant, a person lives in darkness, slothful, confused, and easily infatuated. Those dying in the state of sattva attain the pure world of the wise. Those dying in rajas are reborn among people driven by work. Those who die in tamas are conceived in the wombs of the ignorant. The fruit of sattva is a pure heart. The fruit of rajas is suffering. The fruit of tamas is ignorance and insensitivity. From sattva comes understanding. From rajas comes greed. From tamas comes confusion, infatuation, and ignorance. Those who are sattvic worship the forms of God. Those who are rajasic worship power and wealth. Those who are tamasic worship spirits and ghosts. Sattvic people enjoy food that is mild, tasty, and nourishing. Food that promotes health, strength, cheerfulness, and longevity. Rajasic people like food that is salty or bitter, hot, sour, or spicy. Food that promotes pain, discomfort, and disease. Tamasic people like overcooked, stale, and impure food. Food that has lost its taste and nutritional value. The Sattvic perform work with their entire mind fixed on the purpose, without thought of reward. They follow the teachings of the scriptures. The Rajasic perform work for sake of show and good that it'll give them. The Tamasic perform work ignoring both letter and the spirit. Sattvic people offer service to the gods, to good, to wise, and to the spiritual teachers. Sattvic people speak soothing words. They speak truly, kindly, and helpfully, and they study the scriptures. Sattvic mind is calm, gentle, silent, self-restraint, and pure. Rajasic do effort to gain respect, honor, or admiration from the world. Their effort is undependable and transitory in effect. Tamasic do effort to gain power over others, or in confused belief that to torture oneself is spiritual. Giving simply because it is right to give, without thought of return at a proper time, in proper circumstances, to a worthy person is sattvic giving. Giving with regret or an expectation of getting something back in return is rajasic giving. Giving at an inappropriate time, in an inappropriate circumstance to an unworthy person, without affection or understanding of what it means to give, is tamasic. Service should be performed without desire for selfish rewards. This is essential. To fulfill your responsibilities knowing that they are obligatory, while at the same time desiring nothing for yourself, this is sattvic giving. True work is giving up all desires for personal reward. Those endowed with sattva clearly understand the meaning of work and do not waver. They are not intimidated by pleasant work, nor they seek job because it is pleasant. To avoid work from the fear of difficulty or physical discomfort is rajasic. There is no reward in such work. To renounce one's work is ignorance. The voice calls such work as tamasic. Those who are attached to personal rewards will reap the consequences of their action, some pleasant, some unpleasant, some mixed. But those who give up every desire for personal reward go beyond the reach of karma. Sattvic knowledge recognizes the one indestructible being in all beings, the divine unity underlying the multiplicity of creation. Rajasic knowledge sees all things and creatures as separate and distinct. Tamasic knowledge, without any sense of perspective, sees one small part and makes mistake it for the whole. Sattvic work performed to fulfill one's obligation without thought of personal reward or of whether the job is pleasant or unpleasant is sattvic. Work prompted by selfish desire or self-will, full of stress, is rajasic. Work that is undertaken blindly without any consideration of consequences, waste, injury to others, or one's own capacities is tamasic. A sattvic worker is free from egoism and selfish attachments, full of enthusiasm and fortitude in success and failure alike. A rajasic worker has strong personal desire and craves reward for his action. Covetous, impure, and destructive, he is easily swept away by fortune, good or bad. Tamasic worker is inattentive, vulgar, arrogant, malicious, and lazy. He is easily depressed and prone to procrastination. Sattvic intellect knows what to do, what to refrain from doing, what is right action, what is wrong, what brings security and what insecurity, what brings freedom and what bondage. The Rajasic intellect confuses right and wrong, distorting good and bad. The Tamasic intellect is shrouded in darkness, utterly reversing right and wrong wherever it turns. The Sattvic willpower is developed through meditation. It keeps prana, mind, and senses in vital harmony. The Rajasic willpower is conditioned by selfish desire. They pursue wealth, pleasure, and fame. The Tamasic willpower shows itself in stubbornness, ignorance, sloth, fear, grief, depression, and conceit. The Sattvic life seems like poison at first, but tastes like nectar in the end. This is the joy of Sattva, born of mind, of peace with itself. Rajasic happiness comes from pleasure of the senses. It seems like nectar at first, but it is bitter poison in the end. Those who are tamasic draw their pleasure from sleep, indolence, and intoxication.